going live.
Hey, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. I was once the problem. Now what I seek to do is be part of the solution, man. Right my wrong and trying to educate the younger generation that's out there to stop picking up that brick, throwing at that prison wall for absolutely nothing because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Get a job, go to school, do it right the first time so you don't have to go through any type of unnecessary trial and tribulation, man. Hey, listen, today what I'm speaking about, man, they got this shooting going on right now in Charlotte, North Carolina. I guess right now is you got the fugitive squad, and normally that's U.S. Marshal with other folks from law enforcement, and they went out to serve a warrant. And what happened after that, man? The warrant never got served. So right now is, I think 4 law enforcement agents got shot and 1 U.S. Marshal got killed. So what I want you to do is listen in and I'll be back. Because like I told you right now, I do not want to be in that individual, those individuals placed right now because they are on a run from the U.S. Marshal and they're going to have hell to pay.
And breaking news right now at 4 o'clock, multiple law enforcement officers have been shot in Charlotte. This is video from the scene. We're told the U.S. Marshals Task Force was conducting an investigation in this area when someone shot at them.
All of it developing right now. Here's the area we're talking about. It's a neighborhood called Shannon Park. It's in the east part of Charlotte. 4 schools in that area right now on a modified lockdown. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Lena Tillett. We're working to find out how many officers are hurt and the severity of their injuries. A WRAL news crew is headed to the scene right now.
We're learning so much every moment here. Let's bring in Ashley Rose. She's in the WRAL Live Center. So, Ashley, we have seen Facebook Lives from people posting in that area. We've been collecting as much information as we can. What do we know? What's been confirmed right now?
Well, what I can tell you is I just want to update you on some reporting that you just did about the schools there. Those 4 schools that were on modified lockdown, those lockdowns have since been lifted. That coming from WCNC in Charlotte. Here is a live image here. This is of outside the hospital. For the last hour or so, as I've been monitoring this, there have been a number of police officers blocking or at least standing by various entrances and intersections all around the hospital. This is a very serious situation. Multiple officers shot. The Charlotte station WSOC, where we are getting this live feed from right now, is reporting that a deputy U.S. Marshal has been killed. We are working to confirm that here at WRAL. To give you a sense of what happened, according to CMPD, the Charlotte Police Department, the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force was attempting to serve a warrant in that neighborhood that you showed the map of. It's called Galway Drive, when shots were fired. Here is video from the scene. This gives you a sense of just the urgency here. You see a couple of ambulances. You see a truck. I was reading as well that the Charlotte Police SWAT team was on scene. This was a huge scene. That scene has isolated. For a while there, the police were telling folks in the neighborhood and in the surrounding areas of where this shooting happened to shelter in place. They have since updated their reporting, saying that they now want people to still keep an eye out and stay home if you can, but they're isolating the scene to right around that Galway Drive. We're going to keep monitoring this here in the Live Center and have more for you here on W.
Okay, you hear the news people and what they're talking about, you know. Okay, this is how it goes. According to NBS News, 4 officers working for U.S. Marshal Task Force shot while serving a warrant in North Carolina, officials say. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department warned the public to stay away from the scene. A U.S. Marshal Task Force was conducting an investigation when gunfire erupted. Officer working with U.S. Marshal Task Force was shot Monday in Charlotte, North Carolina, including a U.S. Deputy Marshal, according to 2 law enforcement officials. The deputy marshal was in surgery Monday afternoon. 3 local officers were shot while serving a warrant, one official told NBC News. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department Monday afternoon said that numerous law enforcement also have been shot. The police department did not provide additional detail about the circumstance or the officer condition and say that the situation remained active. On X, police say U.S. Marshal Task Force was conducting an investigation in the area when they was engaged by an active gunfire from a subject after 2 p.m. Police warned the public on a post on X to stay away from the 5,000 block of Galway Drive, where gunfire continued on scene, police say. Numerous law enforcement officers struck by gunfire in the active situation. In the 5,000 block of Galway Drive, the scene is still active. The U.S. Marshals Task Force, which is comprised of officers from multiple agencies, will conduct an investigation in the area of the 5,000 block of Galway when they was engaged by an act of gunfire from a subject. Listen, folks, here it is, right? You watch and you look and you see. They went to serve a warrant. So the guy could have been a fugitive, from a different state, or he could have been a fugitive from North Carolina. Or better yet, he could have been wanted by the federal government. That's the way they come at you with the U.S. Marshal. And look what happened. I don't know. I don't like what the charges are. Because once again, now, whatever the charges is, it just got amped up. Because now you're talking about 4 law enforcement was shot. Possible 1 is dead. Even with that being said, whatever they was looking for him for, he probably had a chance of getting out of jail one day. Now, this guy's facing what? The death penalty. Life imprisonment. Was it worth it, man? A lot of times, what you got to understand is, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. This could have been an ex-offender, a person that did time before. And sometimes, most of the ex-offender, when they get out of jail, they say to themselves, I'm not going back. I am not going back. I'll die before I go back. A lot of people talk that talk, but they're not going to walk that walk. This particular individual or individuals may have, look, we're not going out like that. Soon as they know these marshal or law enforcement was there to take them in, they didn't care. They was going out. It's going to be them or it's going to be us. But just so happened right now, you got 4 law enforcement been shot, 1 possible dead, and like you got 1 or 2 or how many people might be on the run. And to me, at the end of the damn day, it wasn't worth it, man. It was not worth it. Hey, boys, girls, get out there, man. You know what? Don't get caught up in that street life, that criminal life, when your phone got to get tapped. Or right now, you got marshal kicking in your door, law enforcement kicking in your door, trying to take you to jail, man. And you're separated from your family, your wife, your kids, your grandkids, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your grandpa. You separate them for how many years? A possible life. It's not worth it. So do it right the first time. Become a law-abiding citizen. You know what? Go to school, get your education, get out there, get a job. And not only that, all man and woman is rich in their own thoughts and ideals. And sometimes right now with your thoughts and ideals, you can go out there and create your own business, your own cash flow. Hey, folks, listen, crime doesn't pay. Hey, if I can change, anybody could change. Could change come from within. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. One love.